Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Central. If you're new here, my name is Shayla, and today we're reviewing Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So I've got some history for you today, but if you want to skip around to other parts of the video, there's timestamps in the description box below. And if you enjoy whiskey reviews, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new videos. Rare Breed was first released in 1991 as a competitor to Booker's. And Wild Turkey uses the same bourbon mash bill for all of their bourbons, so this is the same as Wild Turkey 101 or Russell's Reserve. It's also put into the barrel at the same 115 proof, no matter what it is. So everything's the same except for how long the whiskey is aged and where it's aged in the warehouse. Alright, so let's get into the details of this whiskey. This bottle will run you about $53. It's owned by Campari and it's made in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. This is a non-age dated whiskey said to be a blend of 6, 8, and 12-year-old bourbon. It's 116.8 proof, and the mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. This is aged in new charred oak barrels, and it's non-colored and non-chill filtered. Alright, I'm going to pour a dram of this, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, I've let this open up for about 10 minutes. Let's go on the nose. Wow, so it's really nose warming. You kind of get a little tingle in your nose. It's got tons of cinnamon on here. And there's also a little bit of a floral thing. Sometimes that's an off-putting note for me personally, but it's actually kind of nice with this one. It's just a little hint of kind of like a fragrant floral note. And then one of my favorite notes, super creamy vanilla. You get caramel as well, a little bit of maple syrup. I would say in terms of kind of darkness, it's like on the medium to darker side for the sweet level. It's not like honey and super light. It's kind of on the medium to dark side. And then you get quite a bit of fruit on here as well. I get cherry, which I've been getting on a lot of Wild Turkey stuff. I think I'm just kind of finally picking up on it. I get some baked apple as well. A little bit of orange, which I think is from that rye spice. There's a little bit of rye spice in there too. Kind of clove. Maybe a little bit of pepper as well. Alright, let's go on the palate. Cheers. Yeah, it's super sweet up front. Get a little bit of cherry. That vanilla comes through. A little bit of that orange comes through as well. There's a really nice balance of oak and sweetness. You get that sweet up front, and then it quickly turns into oak. There's also some rye spice on the back of the palate, and it kind of hangs on the side of the palate as well. It's really nice. Let's go for another sip. Cheers. So I would say it's medium complexity, medium to full body. Texture is a little bit oily, and then it goes a smidge dry. There's a medium to long finish on the palate. Gives you a nice Kentucky hug. Not super crazy, but gives you a little bit of a Kentucky hug. I honestly thought the alcohol would hit me a little bit harder on the palate, but it's pretty, I don't know, it's like lovely and round. It doesn't really have any sharp edges. This is a beautiful dram, so I'm going to finish it up and I'll be right back with my recommendation. This is one of my all-time favorite bourbons. It's got the perfect proof, not too hot, but it has enough to carry a ton of flavor. I think this is a steal at just over $50, and this will always be on my shelf. If you like this, you could try a Russell's Reserve single barrel, or if you enjoy rye, the Wild Turkey Rare Breed rye is another one of my favorites. Wild Turkey has its own taste profile, but if you want to branch out from Wild Turkey and have something that still has a ton of flavor, you could go for a Knob Creek 9-year single barrel reserve or the Knob Creek 12-year. These will have a peanut note. You could also try the Belle Meade Reserve at 108 proof. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Whiskey Central. Next week, I'll be reviewing something that my patrons vote on, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave it a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. And today we're reviewing, oh my god, seriously? Can't even remember the name of the whiskey. I mean, I can, but just, yeah, brain, okay. Whoop, got it right. A ton of flavor. Fuck. So, I didn't have a ton of history on this one, so I also did not have a ton of bloopers. Sorry. I think I messed up a few times, but I'm not gonna have that many bloopers. I think this is a great bourbon. Little extras. One of my favorites. I mean, at just around $50, it's just one that I don't really think can be beat. I mean, there's other ones, obviously, that could beat it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it can't be beat. But for the availability of this, I think it's getting a little bit more scarce just because it is such a good value. But 116 proof does not get much better than this. If you can find Elijah Craig barrel proof, but I feel like that would be a weird one to say, so I didn't put it in the official review, but love this stuff. I'm really sad because this is my only bottle that I have, and I'm gonna tear through it real quick, and then I'm not gonna be able to get it for a while because it is not available where I live. So thank you so much to my patrons. Just while your guys' names are going up on the screen somewhere, I just want to say thank you so much. Love you guys. You make these videos possible, and I just appreciate you so much. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you on the live stream if I see you there, and if not, I'll see you on next week's review, whatever that's going to be.